The future is here. Future is here. All this is on. This is our dream. Future is here. The future is here. The future is come. Changing history.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
It's Kenneth.
Kenneth, how are you?
Yes, sir. I'm fine, sir.
I've been waiting for you people.
Sorry, sir.
Where is Mary?
So she's not yet online. Let me just DM her. Let me send her a message.
Okay.
Hmm? Yeah.
Nigeria hasn't always justified the faith of its people, but there comes a time when you are pushed to the wall and there's nowhere to go but up. If we just decide in our hearts that we want to believe in Nigeria and we want to take steps every day to make this country a better place. This is our dream, and the new Nigeria is that dream that we so much seek and desire. The destiny of Nigeria is in our hands. We are the country. The country is us. We are Nigeria. At that time, generation. We are Nigeria. We are the future. We are the dream. We are the nation. We are confident. We are so amazing. That's the reason we shall be. All of the nation changing history. We are ready. Just begun. We have nowhere else to run. We have nowhere else to go. So get out of the way. Out of the way. The land of our dreams. We are nation. We are confidence. We are nation. We are confidence. The future is here. The future is here. Yesterday, tomorrow, no more. The future is here. The future is here. I am the future. I am the dream. I am the nation. I am part of it. Yes, I am so amazing. That's the least that you'll be. I'm the heart of the nation, changing history. How do they say that we are feeling country? We are just because we are lions to run. We are lions to go. So get out of my dream. I am the nation, I am part of it. So get out of the way, out of the way, out of my dream. I am the nation, I am part of it. The future is here. The future is here. Yesterday, tomorrow, yes, I'm on the way.
Future is not a time zone that is yet to come. The future is everything that we can see but have not yet come. The future is everything that we can do but have not yet done. The future is here, the future is now. So go ahead, think about the future because you can.
steps every day to make this go but up. If we just decide in our hearts that we want to believe in Nigeria and we want to take steps every day to make this country a better place.
This is our dream. And a new Nigeria is our dream that we so much seek and desire.
The destiny of Nigeria is in our hands. We are the country. The country is us.
We are Nigeria.
At that turning point generation. Our Nigeria.
Hello, Kenneth. Yeah, Kenneth.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you see
Hello,
this?
sir. Yes, I can see the screen.
The future is not a time zone that is yet to come. The future is everything that we can do.
Okay.
The future is everything that we can do but have not yet done. The future is here. The future is now. So go ahead. Deliver the future because you can. Because you want. Together.
Nigeria hasn't always justified the pain for its people.
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. That Mary has not come.
Yes, she has not yet come.
But,
It's good. Bro, we karwana naga. Anzo ma, ba jigi dawo. We karwana kam yar muka de. Abin din ke ne.
let's we'll not wait. So that at least we'll get something. You know, the economy is just like what you have learned in your secondary school time. And let's quickly look at where did we stop last time, Kenneth? You remember?
Yes, the on Saturday on I don't think it would, but the first time that we did you are explaining some terms ones ends and also other things like opportunity and other things.
I think that day you joined late.
Yeah. Um, Emia, go on.
Kenneth,
Yes, sir.
let's quickly look at, we'll start afresh. And as I was telling you, the economic that you are going to face for STS is nothing far from what you have learned. I think in your 100 level, they taught you economy.
Yes.
All right. So last time I was trying to explain the fundamental term. Basically, we are going to consider two aspects of the economy. We'll look at the micro and macro economy. When we talk about the macro economy, it's talking about the individual household, how individual household take charge or participate and behave in an economy. Then we'll talk about the macro, both the individual and the public. So strictly, it talks about the issue of how the government regulates the economic system for the betterment of the society. So last time I told you we tried to define economics and explain its scopes as a social science, explain basic economic concepts such as resources, utilities, stocks, flow, and rational behavior, distinguish between macroeconomics from macroeconomy, as I said, explain scarcity, choice, scales of preference, opportunity cost, and the production possibility curve. All this one is just to refresh your memory. We try to look at compare capitalist, socialist, and mixed economy system. We also look at economic methodology, theory, models, positive economics, and normative economy. So what you are expecting to know at the end of this section is you should be able to answer multiple choice questions. It talks about the theories questions. They will ask you some objectives, also objectives. Objectives, they will give you options, and some objectives, you fill in the blank space. So you are expected to read line by line, which the note I will share with you people, right? So part 1, meaning, scope, and the basic economic concept. In our last lectures, I told you that economy is the science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce, means which have alternative uses. Economy is a science, yes, which study human behavior. Is a science that focuses on the study of human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce, means which have alternative uses. What is the essence of this definition? It means that economic as a subject is a science that deals with human behavior. The reason why the economy came on board, or the origin of the economy, is as a result of scarce of resources. The resources are scarce. So you need to study how you behave in managing those scarce resources. So your ability to economize or manage the resources, the scarce resources, it will give you a better means of living. That is why I said scarce means which have alternative uses. Know anyone in this world that is living in abundance. Whether you are living in abundance, you are still facing economic problem. The means are not always available for us as human beings. So what you need to do is, in this our discussion, just know that economic is a science which study what human behavior has a relationship between ends and scarce resources. That is what. What is this ends? If I may ask, what is ends? Human ones. It is what human ones usually classify as goods and services. The following, Kenneth. Human ones usually classify as what? Goods and services. Scarce means there are limited of these resources. They are limited. No anyone is saying that they are in abundance. Even the billionaires, they are still crying about what? Limitation of resources. So it means that every human being is facing with what? Challenges of economy. This means the means of livelihood. They are still running limitation. So scarce, if they ask you what is scarce, what is meant by scarce? Scarce means limited productive resources or factors of production. If they ask you what is ends in economy, ends are human ones, usually classified as goods and services. That is basically what people, we as human beings live upon, goods and services. It's not everything that you want in this world that you get it. So you always have what? The limitations. So ends means human ones, which is a good example is what? Goods and services. What are those goods? Shoes, trousers, exercise book, laptops, they are goods. And what about services? Take for instance, hospital management services. If the doctor is attending to you, that is services, right? Attending to the patient in the hospital is services, it means services. Then what about if they ask you about alternative uses? Alternative uses means resources have competing uses. It has a what? Competing uses. A choice must be made among the alternatives. You know, when you are making economic decisions, you always have various choices. Those choices form part of the what? Alternative uses. So you will make decision, economic decision among the what? Alternatives. So basically about economy, you will look at it, focus on it when it comes to definition of economy. Focus on what? The scarcity, unlimited want, limited resources, and choice. And not anyone, that is why I told you that we have what? There are so many problem challenges human beings are facing. No matter how rich you are, you still face this problem. And that's the essence of the economy. Let's move fast. The scope of the economy, actual economy, that is the area it covers as a cost. The scope of economy. One, the area number one, it covers productions. That's production of goods and services, right? The meaning in economy. What is this production? How goods and services are produced using what? The resources, the limited resources. Are you following, Kenneth?
Yes, sir.
You are following. Mary has not joined.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we are still looking at the production. This production, as I told you, is dealing with what? The productions or producing goods and services to meet the what? The humans want or humans need. We are coming to that. The difference between need and want, we are coming to that. So production is how goods and services are produced using what? The limited resources. That's production. So they ask you what is production? Is what? How goods and services are produced using resources. So they may ask you, what are these factors of production? For you to produce goods and services, there are factors that constitute to make up that production. So we'll come to it. Distributions, another area in economy, distribution. How income and output are shared among people. You know, when you produce goods in your company, it is expected that you distribute it to the target market. So it also forms part of the what? Area of economy or scope of economy. Distribution deal with how income and output are shared among people. So it deals with what? For whom to produce. It answers that question. For whom to produce. Then exchange. Exchange deals with how goods and services move through market, price mechanism. Consumptions, how consumers use goods and services to satisfy one. So we look at it, consumption satisfy one, it means utilities. So memorize this. Economy is a social science because it studies human behavior. It uses scientific method, but human behavior cannot be controlled in a laboratory. You see, it uses scientific. Someone will ask, are they going to test the experiment in the laboratory? No, but because it used that measurement, the scientific method to measure human behavior. Now, the basic economic concept. What are those concepts in economy? Concept number one, economy is a system for organizing production, distribution, exchange, and consumption. Economy, a system for what? Organizing production, distribution, exchange, and consumption. Goods. Goods are physical things used to satisfy one. Example, I've already tell you, food, shoes, machines, barrel, laptop, they are what? Goods. Then services. Services, they are non-materials economic activities. Examples are banking, insurance, medical care, as I told you earlier. Another concept is resources. Input combined to produce goods and services. If they ask you what is resources, they are input or materials or raw material combined to produce goods and services. Are you following? Utilities. Utilities means satisfactions derived from consuming goods and services. If I ask what is utilities, it's the satisfaction that the consumer derives from consumption of goods and services. Economic goods. Economic goods with prices. Goods with prices. Their production uses scarce resources. Now, we have looked at the basic concepts in economy. So if we ask you, what are those basic concepts in economy, you should be able to say it. Goods, services, resources, utilities, economic goods. Then, resources and their reward. We have been talking about factors of production. Factor of production, they ask you what is factors. Can you mention 3 factors of production? The factor of production are 1, land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. They may ask you in the question. And Ican knows how to set binarity very well. Factors of production, land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So what is land? They are natural resources such as land, water, minerals, and forests. What is the reward for land? The reward for land is what? Kenneth?
It's rent.
Well, I will know that you are following. Labor. Reward for labor is what?
Labor
Wages
is salary. Salary. Okay, wages.
Wages. You just said wages. That's the economic term. When you say salary, is good, but wages comprises of the whole thing. Payment received for rendering the labor. Then reward for capital is what? Reward for capital is interest. Then reward for entrepreneurship is what? Profit. Are you following?
Yes, I'm following.
Reward for entrepreneurship is profit. So if they ask you what is capital, capital is man-made resources used to produce other goods. And the reward for capital is interest. Entrepreneurship, organization, sharing, innovative, and coordination. That's entrepreneurship. It deals with risk bearing, innovation, and coordination. Entrepreneurship is an organization taking toward risks. That is, it invests, it's a bearer. It brings innovation and coordination to achieve what? Results of profit. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So take note, do not define capital as money only. You know, we in accounting, we know that. We are very good at that. If I ask you what is capital in accounting, now what are you going to say? What is capital?
Capital is the money we start business with.
You see, capital is money you start business. That's your definition. You try in your own level. Capital is money you start business with. Capital is money or funds generated by the owners as equity, and also from the liabilities, that is the one that you borrow from the investors or bankers as long-term loan or overdraft. They form part of the capital to run the business. That's capital. So that is that. Let's move quickly. We have about 43 slides, so we cannot be wasting time. Okay. The second concept in economy, basic economic concept 2. I told you the first concept in economy, we mentioned about what? The economy itself. We talked about what? Resources. We talked about labor, capital, entrepreneurship.
Yes, sir.
I told you earlier now, those are the concepts in economy, utilities. They are concepts in economy. So, means scarce resources. They are concepts. When you come and you see us in the class, you will sit down quietly. Who is that?
Okay, sir.
I thought maybe it's Mary that joined.
No.
So the basic concept in economy 2, we have stock, flows, ceteris paribus. Ceteris paribus are all other things being equal, used to isolate the effects of one. Have economic agent, a consumer, firm, or government involved in economic decision. They are agent. So if you make decision on behalf of your principal, you are form part of the economic concept. Rational behavior. Rational behavior is also economic concept that deals with making decisions among various alternatives. You know, you try to rationalize your decisions in a given condition. Every human being, you want to live a successful life, you try as much as possible to rationalize your decisions. That is, you're trying to make an objective decision that will be suitable for you to get the best out of each resources that you have. So, if I may ask Kenneth, what is stock? What is stock?
Okay, stock
You have been
is
hearing about stock. What is stock?
um stock is also known as inventories.
Huh?
I say stock is also known as inventories.
Inventory.
Yes.
So in economy, as a variable measures at a point in time. That's stock. It's a variable measured at a point in time. And you said stock are inventory. You're right. They are inventory, and somebody will still ask you what is inventory.
Yes.
Inventories are items kept in the warehouse. You always have it as inventory. They are items kept in the warehouse. They are inventories attached with the monetary values. So they are, we can say they are quantity goods kept in the warehouse. So when in economy, you can define it as a variable measured at a point in time. So when you have 1,000 bags in a warehouse, it refers to as what? Stock. It refers to as inventory. The IRS say we should call it stock inventory. It's no longer stock. But the economy, they are not regulated by the International Financial Reporting Standard, IFRS. All right, let's move fast, Kenneth. We do not have time. As I told you, the branch distinctions in economics are macroeconomic and microeconomic and macroeconomic. What is this microeconomic? It studies individual units such as consumers, firms, and industry. I told you earlier. Microeconomics study individual units such as consumers, firms, and industry, while macroeconomics study the economy as a whole, comprises of individuals, consumers, firms, industry, government, and the public. All centers on what? Macroeconomy. Then we also went further to say that microeconomy focuses on demand, supply, price, consumer behavior, and production. This is the area where it focuses. Say they study human individual units such as consumers, firms, and industry. So it can study consumers, it study firms, it can study industry. And it focuses on what? Demand, supply, price, consumer behavior, and production. These are the four focal points of microeconomy: demand, supply, price, consumer behavior, and production. While macroeconomy, the largest, focuses on national income, inflections, unemployment, money supply, and economic growth. You see how elaborate it is. National macroeconomic focus on national income, inflation, unemployment, money supply, and economic growth. When we talk about national income, is the general productions output that the economic supply within the given period. And the inflation, general rises of prices, interest in the market. Unemployment situation whereby there are larger population of the people or citizens do not engage in the money supply. The economy also monitor the money supply in the market or in the economy, the volumes of money in supply, in circulation, and economic growth. Society is also looking at how productive it is an economy and how the society is growing in terms of economic growth. It's very important to see those measurements. And also, let's look at another third one. The microeconomic focus on what? Assume consumers maximize utilities. And I told you here, what is utilities? I asked you what is utilities, Kenneth?
Okay, utilities is consumption. Then
Huh?
utilities is consumption.
Utility is the satisfaction derived from consuming the goods or services.
Yes, utilization.
Eh?
Yes, sir.
Utility is the satisfaction derived from the consumer or consumption of goods or services. Is the satisfaction derived by the consumers
Yes,
from
sir.
consumption of goods and services. That's what utilities. Don't forget about that. So microeconomics assume consumers maximize utilities and firm maximize profit. That is, you look at the angle. If you're looking at the individual or consumers, the satisfaction derived from what? Consuming of goods or services. That's as a consumer. Then you also look at the firms or industries aspect. How the industries or firm maximize profit. Then the macroeconomic explains aggregate problems and policy responses. Let's move faster. We have a long way to go. Then part 2 of this lecture, we are going to look at the scarcity, choice, opportunity cost, and production possibility curve. I'm not going to spend 3 minutes here or 5 minutes, maximum 5 minutes. What is scarcity and choice? That's the foundation of economy. There is scarcity. That is why, as a consumer or a citizen, has to make choice among various alternatives. And the fundamental of economy is centered on scarcity and choice. There is problem when we talk about scarcity. Is a problem. There is problem in the society, and that is why every human being has to make a rational decision. And that rational decision, we call it what? Choice. Decision making. Choice. You choose among various alternatives or various what? Options. Are you getting me? So let's basically unlimited one. When we talk about unlimited one, it means there are so many desires. Every human being or every company, they have desire to do this. Or as human being, I want to live in a mansion. I want to drive expensive car. I want to eat chicken every day in my house. I want to do this. You understand? As a student, I want to have in all courses, not unlimited one, but you have to make it because there are challenges for you to achieve all those things. So you look basically, it's the foundation of the economy. Basically, unlimited. Out of the unlimited one, there are limited resources to meet those plenty desire. Unlimited one, there are plenty. Unlimited, uncountable. So as a result of limited resources, you do not have resources to finance the unlimited one. Or our company want to reap the profit of 1 billion per annum. But you know that there are limited resources to achieve that. Scarcity. So what is this scarcity? As a result of limited resources, you have to make choice. I've explained earlier, Kenneth. From unlimited one, when we said unlimited one, there are plenty desires, wishes. I wish to do this. I wish to be like this. I wish to do this. I wish to be. You understand? So, where are the resources for you to meet up all those unlimited ones? That is the need in necessitate you to have what? A choice. Then, what is this scarcity? Scarcity means people do not have as much as they desire. I have explained. Scarcity means people do not have as much as they desire. Choice arises because resources are scarce. I've been explaining this in time without number. Scarcity means people do not have what? As much as they desire. And since they do not have as much as they desire, then they have to make choices because there are no abundant resources to meet up their desire, or limited ones. So making a choice means giving up another alternative You understand? You have to forgo other options or alternative to stick to one. That is opportunity cost. Making a choice means giving another alternative. Are you getting me, Kenneth? Are you with me?
Yes,
Kenneth,
I can
are
hear
you
you.
with
I
me?
can hear you, sir. Yes, sir.
You are sleeping. You have started sleeping.
No, I mute the speaker. I have to mute the
Okay.
speaker
The
because of.
value of the next best alternative for gone is the what? Opportunity cost. When you have so many things to meet up, then you have to choose. Since you do not have capacity, capacity means abundant resources. You do not have all the capacity resources to meet up all those needs or your desire. The one that you forgone has become what? Opportunity cost. Okay, I want to buy a car. I need a motorcycle. I need a car. I want to buy a house or build my own house. These are three desires or wants. But because you do not have money to buy a motorcycle at the same time, buy a car and build a house, so you have to forgo so that maybe your money can only afford to buy a motorcycle. So you choose the best option. Okay, buying a motorcycle, buying a car, and build a house. There are three things. Which among them that is best? That is where rational thinking comes in. Rational thinking is also part of the word economic. Rational is expecting you as an economist to bring out what? Be rational. What is irrational? Irrational means you have to be objective. You have to be fair in making your what? Wise decisions. So when buying a motorcycle, buying a car, and build a house, you look at the means that you have, the resources that you have at hand. Okay, what I have at hand now can afford to buy a motorcycle. So let me buy the motorcycle, which will serve me, will be taking me to my school, and doing that, I'll be doing my errands, running with it. So you forgone build a house, buying a car. Building a house and buying a car are what? Opportunity cost for forgone alternative, and it form part of what? Opportunity cost in economy. Are you with me?
Yes,
So
sir.
this scarcity exists because human wants are unlimited, but resources are limited. Human wants, they are many in trillions, but resources are what? The resources to meet up those unlimited resources are what? Limited. That is the challenge. So let's move on. So for fundamental economic questions, since we have forgone alternative economic in the society, every human, whether it is what? The micro or macro, they face the same four fundamental economic problem or questions. These questions are basically what to produce. That's question number one, which means which goods and services should be produced and in what quantity. In answering that question, when he said four fundamental economic questions, what to produce, it means which goods and services should be produced and in what quantities. How to produce it? When you have asked the question of what to produce, you have decided what to produce and in what quantity. Excuse me. How to produce means which production method should be used, labor intensive or capital intensive. How to produce it, you have decided on what to produce and in how many quantity, right? Then the next question is how to produce it. So you are talking about the combination of production method. Is it labor intensive or capital intensive? 3, for whom to produce. This question addresses how should output be distributed among consumers or income groups? How to facilitate future growth? That's 4 questions. How to facilitate future growth means how should resources be used today to increase future production capacity? Are you with me? Then the basic things that you need to take note when writing Ican exams is look at it carefully. The Ican will look at this in this way. The choice, scale of preference, and opportunity cost. These are basic terms that you have to take care of it. Take note of it. They are basic terms or concepts that you have to take note of it. Choice. What is choice? Choice means selecting one option from alternative because resources are scarce. The example is a student buys a textbook instead of a calculator. Scale of preference means a list of one arranged in order of priority. You have to arrange the list of your desire, what you want, in order of what? Priority. Rent, food, transport, funds, data. So you arrange which one that has a priority to you. So I told you in doing that, you have to employ the what? The skill of what? Rational thinking. Opportunity cost. The next best alternative forgone. I told you when you have a need of buying a motorcycle, a car, and building a house, and you only have money for buying the motorcycle, which motorcycle can serve your purpose also. So the two options has become what? Forgone alternative, which is opportunity cost. So the calculator, for example, the motor vehicle and building a house that you forgone, they form part of what? Opportunity cost. So do not say opportunity cost is all alternatives forgone. It is wrong. It is the next best alternative forgone. The priority, at least it should be the one, at least if you could have not done the first one, you could do that one. So that is opportunity cost. Accounting cost versus what? Opportunity cost. Can we look at the difference? What is accounting cost? Accounting cost, we accountant will look at the money paid to acquire a good, service, or factor of production. It is recorded in financial terms. Are you there? Accounting cost, it means money paid to acquire a good, or factors of production. It's recorded in financial terms. Opportunity cost. Opportunity cost means the value of the next best alternative sacrifice when a choice is made. For example, if 200 naira buy either rice or beans, and the buyer chooses rice, the accounting cost is 200 naira. The opportunity cost is the tin of beans forgone. When you abandon something which is very important and buy another one, you buy the other one that can meet your need as rational as still the form of opportunity cost. But the amount that you use to buy that thing and for the other one, the money you use to acquire that particular product is the accounting cost. Are you there? Now, in the production possibility curve, you always have a diagram which is like this. I told you, you have this, 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 you have this. That's change of demand. You see how the change of demand. The rice is rice, and this is butter. You see, you are seeing Kenneth. This rice Are you seeing the screen, Kenneth? Kenneth, are you seeing the screen?
Yes, I can see it.
You can see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So the PPC, that's production possibility curve, shows the maximum combination of two goods an economy can produce. It assumes full and efficient use of available resources. It assumes full and efficient use of available resources, and it also assumes a given level of technology. The cost is usually concaves because opportunity cost increasing. As the opportunity cost increases, the demand for the other alternative option is always there. So look at the example. You see it goes up from here. Are you seeing it? Then,
Yes.
for example, the examination focus. It focuses on what? Possibility maximum combination of two goods produced with full and efficient use of resources. You see the schedules there. I will share with you so that you will take the DC. So in an examination, they may ask you, define production possibility curve. You will just tell them, straightforward, is the maximum combination of two goods produced with full and efficient use of available resources. That is that. If they ask you what is PPC, that's production possibility curve, you just tell them production possibility curve is the maximum combination of two goods produced with full and efficient use of available resources. Another question they may ask you, what is full employment? Any point on the PPC or any point in the production possibility curve, all resources are fully and efficient use. That's full employment. They have used it 100%. Unemployment, it means any point inside the production possibility curve, some resources are idle or inefficiently used. What is economic growth? Economic growth means outward shifts of production possibility curve due to higher productive capacity. That is that. Any question, Kenneth?
From can you explain the number, the full employment, sir?
Full employment, maximum utilization of the resources. That is the meaning of full employment. Full employment at any point, it means all resources fully and efficiently used. That's full employment. But unemployment at a point inside the production possibility curve, go and study it. You see it. That point, the other resources, maybe the other resources are idle or inefficiently used. So it has become what? Unemployment. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So I will share the note with you. Economic system part 3. What is economic system? Economic system means the mechanism through which a society allocates scarce resources, organizes productions, distributes goods and services, and direct economic activities. If they ask you in an examination what is economic system, you just say it's a mechanism through which society allocates scarce resources, organize production, distribute goods and services, and direct economic activities. So economic system is basically centered on three. We have three types of economic system in the society. 1, capitalist economy. 2, socialist economy. 3, mixed economy. What is capitalist economy? Capitalist economy focus on private ownerships and price mechanism. It is economic system whereby a society adopt or focus on what? All production of goods and services are being owned and controlled by what? Private individuals. Everything is being controlled by private individuals. Those with the wealth are the ones that are controlling the economy. I don't know which country is practicing that, but we should be able to know that the production of goods and services distributions are being controlled and centered by individuals, not the government. So socialist economy, it focuses on when the state owns production of goods and services. They centralize it. They are the one that are control, they produce and distribute it. That's socialist economy. Then mixed economy. Mixed economy is the combination of capitalist economic and socialist economy. That is, it is a participatory economy, both private and public combined together and operate. A very good example is Nigeria. Nigeria is practicing mixed economy. True or false?
It's true, sir.
All right. You see, the private, they are operating, and the government are also operating. So it's a mixed economy. In some society like Sierra Leone, they are practicing socialist economy. Another part of the world that practices like China. China, they are strictly on capitalist economy. So economic systems solve what, how, for whom, and future growth in different way. So when they will ask you in exams, well, give the example of capitalist economy. The capitalist economy is when production of goods and services are being owned by private individuals. Capitalist is private. Socialist is public. Then mixed is both private and public. That is that. Now, the capitalist system, what are the futures? The futures of capitalist economy. 1, private ownership of productive resources. Freedom of choice for consumers and producers. There is limited role of government. Competitions among buyers and sellers. Price mechanism allocate resources. Profit motive guide production decisions. So they may ask you in exam, explain any 4 essential features of a capitalist economic system. Explain any 4 essential features of a capitalist economy. So you will tell them that it is being what? Private ownership of production resources. There is free choice of consumers and producers. That is what? Competition among buyers and sellers. Price mechanism allocate resources. Profit motive guide production decision. That's what you will say. Then capitalist economy, advantages and disadvantages. The advantages of capitalist economy are 1, optimal allocation of resources where profit are highest. Disadvantage, monopoly may emerge from intense competition. Of course, that is higher output, income, saving, and investment. There is higher output on what? Higher output on income, saving, and investment. While disadvantage is income inequality may worsen, since those with the money will continue, they will continue richer, while the poor will continue poorer. That is another disadvantage of capitalism. The competition improve efficiency and reduce waste. Then another disadvantage is there is resources may serve the rich more than the poor. Then in capitalism, there is innovations and progress are encouraged. Then disadvantage is unplanned production may lead to depression and unemployment. So when I share the note with you, you read. You read, and I share the note with you. You read, Kenneth. You read. The mixed economy is there. Socialism, I have explained to you. The futures disadvantage are there. Just try and read it. The mixed economics, look at it there. Private motive, profit motive, private ownership, prime mechanism, consumers. Are you there? Then the mix is public ownership, regulations, public goods, social welfare. So I have made comparison here for between the economic system, capitalism, socialist, mix. So you see their difference here. You can read it. Their functions. Function of economic system. It helps in allocation of resources, decide what and how much to produce, organization of production, distribution of goods and services, economic growth and development, economic stability. That's what it does. Let's quickly look at part 4, methodology of economy. Methodology, very important. You know, methodology, every economic system has its own method of handling the situation. So methodology in economy, scientific method in economy. 1, the process of scientific method. 1, identify problem. That's step number 1, identify problem. 2, collect data. 3, analyze the data. 4, form the hypothesis. 5, develop theory. These are the processes. Identify problem, collect data about the problem, and carry out your analysis, data analysis, form hypothesis, then develop theories. Yeah, the scientific method in economy. We also have reasoning styles in economy, inductive and deductive method. What do we mean by inductive method? Inductive method is making decisions move from specific observation to the broad generalization. Once when you look at someone, a particular individual, and you say this man is a platoon man, right? This man, he like wearing a suit, and he's a platoon man. So you can generalize that platoon people like wearing suit. From specific observation to generalization. That is inductive. We know that Kenneth is a student of accounting from Plasu. You are from accounting from Plasu. So we can generalize it that Plasu, since Kenneth is from Plasu in accounting, we can say, and he like dancing. So we can generalize that since Kenneth is from Plasu and accounting, we can generalize that Plasu students like dancing. That is inductive method in economy. So deductive, move from general assumption to specific conclusion. Example, assuming that rational consumer will deduce that they buy more when price falls. Deductive, that's deductive method. From generalization, from general perspective or assumption to specific. Since you have heard from the public, this and that, this is a scenario. So you generalize that, okay, these specific people, this is what they do. Then you draw your conclusion. It's just for you to know it. Yeah, they will not take you a kind of a little bit further. They just want you to know the elementary part of it. Language of the economy. What you need to know in economy, their languages are 1, word used for definition, explanation, and conclusion. Graphs show relationship between 2 variables. Then equations show mathematical relationship. best for calculation and function. We have yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I say we should just so that I will just go and follow through it. We should stop here because of this one will be plenty.
I should share this thing with you, ba. So
And
what the
we should stop.
calculation?
We should stop here so that maybe I will follow it tomorrow morning.
I have this thing. It's not. We are almost there, sir. These are questions you can just. There are calculation. Maybe some other time we'll do the calculation. Practice question. You know, these exam questions. So we'll let me stop here so that you ask your question. I'll share the this thing with you.
Yes. Okay.
Share the
When
this thing with you.
yes, I say when I review on it, any question I will let you know, sir.
What is the issue with other people that are on the group and they are not joining the class? They just there. They think
Sure,
that I can why.
sure. Like
This
some
class
of them,
war.
some of them like they are not more interested. No, I don't actually know, sir.
They think that it's something. It's a child play. It is not a place for. I saw them. They are doing their chatting. They think that it's usual. It's not a class or something. Ican is not like that. Ican is quite distinctive from any other course. If you are going for that profession, Ican, it means you have to sit up. You have to be
Yes.
serious. There is no room for joke in Ican. I saw them. They have been playing there. I said these people, even Anand, they cannot do that type of playing. Talk more that you are going to write Ican. Ican is not like that though. So those that are not interested, they should excuse us and move on.
Mm-hmm.
It's only for those that are ready. So I will share this thing with you. There is a calculation. I want us to quickly look at the calculation of demand and supply. So maybe tomorrow we may do the accounting. Then try and tell Mary, let her be joining the class.
Okay, sir.
So good night, ba.
Okay, I have one question, sir.
Eh?
I have a question, sir.
You can ask.
Okay, sir. What is the difference between the ATS and the normal accounting and the ICAM professional exams?
ATS.
Yes, sir.
ATS is for young accountants, those that have not finished their degree and they want to enroll before you get your degree. So you will be admitted with your secondary school. That is why you have to start from level 1. This will give you a solid foundation to prepare for ICAN profession.
Okay, sir. Now
The ATS stand for Accounting Technician Schemes of West Africa.
okay, sir.
While
What I'm saying,
it stands for Institute of Chartered Accountant of Nigeria. So ATS is West Africa. Are you getting me? So
yes.
ATS associated with ICAN. They are affiliated with ICAN. Since ICAN is the ancient accounting profession in Nigeria, so when the ATS came, they met with ICAN, and that was why it affiliated with ICAN, and they are following the same standard. So ICAN, when you finish ATS is to prepare you as young accountant when you finish from secondary school. Like in this your case now, you're already in the university. You have upper
Yes,
hand if you write ATS. Because when you finish, if you finish your 8 years as you are graduating from your degree, you start from skill level. If you have your 8 years, especially from the institution that is not accredited by Ican. And that is why you see I brought this thing for you people to also get the advantage of it. Since we are in the process of bringing Ican to accredit the classroom. So, and it's also important to get young people, bring them into the professions while you are undergoing your degree program. So it's very, very important when you finish your degree program and you have finished your 8 years. That 8 years will give you an edge over somebody with ordinary degree. You are quite different from the person. Do you know why? When you got job, when the government employ you in or any organization that employ you, they are going to place you as a professional leader of the person that have ordinary degree alone. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
When you
So now, yes, if you finish your degree program, then at which level will you start?
those who finish their degree program, if your institution is accredited by Ican, you will start from the skill level. If your institution is not yet accredited by Ican, you start from foundation.
Okay,
So for now,
because
not yet not yet accredited. So if you manage and finish your degree program now, and you do not have 8 years, and you want to write Ican, you start from foundation. That's the difference.
okay, now, sir, the foundation is up for how many papers or how many exams?
You can, at the foundation level, you register, you pay for exemption. For those that study accounting, you pay for exemption. And you register, I think you register one paper also or two at the foundation level. So the remaining paper, you pay money, you pay for the exemption.
Okay, because I'm thinking of like our own. We are in 300 level. Are we not late?
That is another. I was telling you people that the other time I addressed you, I told you that you have to start from
200
200.
level.
So now that you have gone to 300 level, it depends on how fast you are. And that is why I was telling you people that if you actually want to do this seriously, you have to write this diet, and you have to prepare very well so that you clear your paper at level 1. At level 1, you clear it, you go to level 2. Second semester, you are in level 2. You write it again by March, and God help you clear. You move. When you are in 400 level, you're already in level 3. You write at September, that's next year September, and God help you clear, then you are done. It's possible. Even those at the University of Abuja, they are doing it also. Even 400 level, they are writing it.
Now, sir, my own side is concerning the money now. That is one of the problem I'm having. Yes. But for the
Kenneth, if it is this profession, when it comes to money matter, if I tell you my own story, you will not even believe it. How I got to pass Ican, at that time, when I started writing Ican, that was a time that I was doing my masters, running masters program in 2 universities at the same time. And that time I was even running for an election. So you imagine how I met it. But let me tell you about how I got this thing. Once, if it is this Ican, when it comes to money matters, you can borrow money and do Ican with it if you are serious. There is no any waste on it. What I normally did, and God help me, when exams come, I usually borrow money if I do not even have. I borrow and register. It's better for you to beg people to give you money to register for Ican than to beg someone to give you money to buy iPhone or mobile phone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are preparing your future. If it is not Ican today has given me food. Ican today has made me employable. Anywhere that I go, they would like to work with me. It's Ican, not any other thing. It's Ican. No matter how many degrees that I have, it's Ican that made me today. I'm proud of Ican. So it's not a child play. This is an exam that when you write and pass, you clap hands for yourself. There is no manipulation. You know it, you know it. You didn't know it, you can't pass. So it's for exceptional people. It's for serious students, not for those that they want to. When I saw some people in that platform playing, I was just laughing. I said, these people, oh God, because they don't know what they are doing. It's not like that, my brother. You are getting me?
Yes, sir.
So the ball is in your court. If you are serious, you do it. If you know that you cannot be able to cope with it, fine. You can focus on other things that if you see at least it's better for you. But we do not really. Our own work as professionals is to encourage the younger ones, and that's what I'm doing. For the past how many days now, I've been doing lectures where people use my data, do everything, squeeze out of the time, the research, see your issue of results, preparing for lectures, masters, students. I have a lot of work, but I have to squeeze and do this as my own quarter contributing. So that is that.
Sir, I'm also thinking of this thing. You said that you are in the process to accredit the school. Yes. So
Well,
when they
on it.
accredit the school, there will be an advantage.
We are on
So
it.
I'm saying, yes, because so that when I immediately when I graduate, then I will just start the lesson. Then it will so that I will just mainly focus on it.
Better for you. The decision is yours. The decision is yours. If you want to finish your degree, focus on your degree, finish, then you start from foundation. Fine. All the same.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir.
So, good night, bye, Kenneth.
Okay, sir. But I still have one question, sir.
You still have what?
One question.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, now, okay, sir. According to the observation of how Plateau students are, sir, the approach to the questions they ask in exam and other things, um, do you think that kind of approach can make them to pass the exams and also they can do good in other places?
Approach of exams, like how?
Like if they ask question, the response, the answers they give.
Is it okay? You mean the Plateau students, your class?
Yes, yes.
Is let me tell you, Kenneth, I have to be very honest with you. You know, I'm coming from an Ican background. It's very pathetic. If I mark your class, if I carry out the standard of marking in Plateau, I don't think that I'll have like 2 or 3 that will pass. But there is something in our culture. They say when you go to somebody's house and you see them, they are eating with this thing without washing hand. You also join them eating without washing hand. If you want to live peace with them, except you are in their house. So, like me, I'm not encouraged at all. But you see, that's why we are there. So we have to change. Will come gradually. Change will come gradually. So you can't force the system overnight. You understand?
Yes.
I hope you are seeing Ican questions. So you will
Yes.
ask yourself, actually, what they are teaching you in class, will you be able to answer these questions? Ask yourself now.
Yeah.
So that is those are you people now in 300 level. Those that I taught them, they are in 400 level now. When you
Yes.
ask them, hey, Mr. Timgad, it's a difficult question for them.
Yes, I saw the question.
Huh?
Yes.
That was what you heard, ba?
Yes.
So.
Like my own self, the Icon 600 levels I was having interest on, but the person that will mentor me, that is the problem I was having, and then it become like it is late again.
Yeah.
Yes,
So that you see, I was even the 100 level students now. I expected
they are,
them that they want to full this class, but I have not heard anything. I
they
don't
are
know
not
whether
even
you.
they are not even
Huh?
serious, sir. They are not even serious concerning it, sir.
They are not serious. You see,
Sir,
there is one lady in your class. Her name is Mary. That's why I say we
yes.
should call her. That lady is from Bayelsa. Because when she told her parents, they knows the importance of this. And her parents sent her money. She paid. She has bought her phone. But how many Plateau people now have phone? None of you. Nobody has even paid a dime from Plateau. That's to tell you that our people are not aware, or they do not even have knowledge, or maybe they are not being exposed to the importance of Ican. But most students that I'm taking them tutorials here in Jos here, most of them are not Plateau indigenous. So some of us, is only God that help us. Like me in my life, I always follow the difficult part of life. I do not like all a woof thing. Like me, that's my lifestyle. No. If it is a woof, no, that one you will not. I'm not even interested. So my own is just to see that, okay, how can I step in since I'm an ICANN member in that institution? How will I help the department? Let me do something exceptional. And that's why you are seeing me doing all these things that we are doing now.
Yes, sir. You really try.
So those who are ready, those who are wanted to, all what you have explained is I've heard you. So in one thing with me is there is nothing worth for one to try to give a trial. A step forward, this life, once when you are making small effort, that small effort will become a bigger effort to you that will help you in your entire life. So it's very important that you keep doing that small effort, gathering that small effort. Every day you will be pushing toward your dream. Before you know it, you are moving closer. But when you begin to calculate and say, oh, the time, when will you get time? When will you get money? It's not. How much are you spending? You also look back and see your expenses. You will discover that you are spending money from something that will not even contribute to your future. As I gave you an example, I say if I can ask as a student, if I can ask someone to buy me a mobile phone, my uncle, I can only tell them, my uncle, that I want to enroll in another professional course called Ican ATS. They will ask you, what is Ican ATS? You explain. Ican stand for Institute of Chartered Accountant of Nigeria, and ATS stand for Accounting Technician Scheme of West Africa. And I want to run on this. I want to run this ATS now.
Okay.
So it's better you throw your money for something that will help you. Even our interaction with you people now on this platform, you don't know that it's preparing your future. It's adding value to your. It's equally building you up. It's not even necessary that you're going to write the exams. But you, the information that I'm passing to you also is helping you. Before you know it, this small thing that we are doing, like the last work that we did with Mary, she was not even having light, but she followed up. If you see how that we struggle with her. Before, I was asking her so many questions and she was not giving me answer correctly. Then I asked her, I said, are you in the right place at all? She was like, she was trying to hide. And I said, let me see your face. Let me see where your environment, where you seated and you are receiving this lecture. When she opened up to me, I discovered that she did not have light. I felt so bad. So in such environment, you cannot learn. It's not good for learning. So you see this online learning that you people must have gadgets. You need a good phone or this tab. You need your laptop. So don't spend your money anyhow. Don't spend money in buying shoes. If you can buy shoe 50,000, why can't you get the money and buy good laptops? The mobile phone is very important. You can get a mobile phone. The remaining money, pay for the services so that they will get some people to be coaching you. This will help you. There is nothing, no any commitment that you are doing in Ican is a waste. All of my struggle I did is paying me back now.
Okay.
Before I came to Plateau, I was given employment letter in Plateau State Polytechnic. I was given employment letter in Federal University, Lafia. Same thing as lecturer. I was a director at the Office of Accountant General, director of internal audit. You see, all those opportunities are for one person. But some people with their PhD, they are still struggling to look for a job. Then you ask yourself, why should this man getting all these opportunities? If I do not develop myself, do you think that I will be relevant to the society? The society will be looking for me. Anywhere that I drop my CV, they will look for me. They will call me. So that is that, Kenneth.
Okay, sir.
You're welcome.
Mm.
So no problem. If you want to take time, fine, and finish up, fine. But for me, I believe that in every opportunity, any slight opportunity that you have in this life, maximize it. You may not even see, if it is not what we initiated now, you may not even know anything like where there is a ATS. And when you know, you may not even know how the exams look like. When you write, then you begin to know, oh, there is a challenge ahead of me. If it is this accounting profession. Until when you touch it, then you feel it. So if it's not comfortable for you, you can just focus on your academy, and when you are through with your degree, then you join the foundation.
Okay, sir.
Is also
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
so Good night, Kenneth.
Thank you.
The future is not a time zone that is yet to come. The future is everything that we can be but have not yet become. The future is everything that we can do but have not yet done. Future is here, future is now. So go ahead, deliver the future because you can. Because you must. Together we win. Nigeria hasn't always justified the faith of its people, but there comes a time when you are pushed to the wall and there's nowhere to go but up. If we just decide in our hearts that we want to believe in Nigeria and we want to take steps every day to make this country a better place.
This is our dream. And a new Nigeria is that dream that we so much seek and desire.
The destiny of Nigeria is in our hands. We are the country. The country is us.
We are Nigeria.
We are that turning point generation. We are Nigeria. We are the future.